Had a bit of mixed feelings last week. You came on and did so well. You must have thought the game was won.
No, look. Obviously, the aim coming on was to try and get a goal and, of course, try and win the game. But I think I'm experienced enough now to know that you need to play till the final whistle. So, look, we didn't get too carried away with ourselves, and unfortunately enough, we didn't get the 3 points. But a point at the end of the day, we'll take it.
As I mentioned, you did very well when you came on. Can you sort of separate things out and be pleased with your own performance and what it might do for your chances of featuring this weekend?
Look, it obviously helps any player when they score a goal, especially with confidence and getting out there and wanting to score more goals. I think personally for me, I'm really enjoying it, playing up here, and it's probably the most confident I've ever been. And I think people could probably tell that when I'm on the pitch and around the place. That's probably the best I've played, and you can tell by the goals. So I think in terms of performance-wise, it really does help me.
How do you view the result? You mentioned it's a point you take it. Who does it leave in the better position in your eyes?
Look, obviously for us, it was disappointing with how the game went. Obviously being in the lead in the first half, but like I said, getting a point is you can take it. You know, it is frustrating not to take all 3 points, but the boys done brilliant, and we stuck together till the end, and we just keep going, take each game as it comes.
I was just going to say, is that up there with one of the most important goals of your career?
Yeah, possibly. Who knows? It was obviously an amazing feeling, and to get a goal in that derby is crazy. I think when you're a player that wants to play for Celtic, it's probably the only game that you want to score, and you know it's massive. So look, who knows? At the end of the season, we'll see.
Yeah. How much does that result put you in a position in terms of trying to get the league then, or win the league? Sorry.
Look, I think ever since I've come in here, and I think previously with the lads before, I think they take each game as it comes. We don't really speak about the outcome at the end of the season. You know, we've got a game tomorrow, and that's the next target where we try and win the game and take as it comes.
You said it's the most confident you've ever been. What would you put that down to?
Obviously, I've got a lot more minutes playing. I think the manager has a lot of trust in me. The lads got used to me and know my style of football. And I think when people have that trust in you and you can get minutes, and once that first goal comes, you do become confident in yourself. And I think it helps so much. And even little things like the fans, you know, having the fans on your back is huge. And especially for me, that helped me a lot, and it motivates me more to try and do better.
So you're really enjoying yourself. Would you want it to be long term?
I don't know what's going to happen yet. I haven't thought about what's next for me. Look, like I said, I'm enjoying my football here now, and try and finish out the season on a high, and who knows, we'll see.
The last few weeks it's maybe been more having to come off the bench and make the impact from there. Is it just, you know, trying to make that impact whenever you get on the pitch and see what happens week to week?
Yeah, 100%. I think I've said it previously. I think we've got a great squad here, so regardless if I start or I'm on the bench, or even if I don't come on, I'll always try and help the team as much as I can. And I think scoring some goals, obviously quite important goals, is being really good. So for me, especially at this period of the season, I don't think it matters who plays what games and who's doing what. I think once as a team we get together and contribute to goals and winning games, it's the main thing.
Sorry, I was going to say a lot's been said about the sort of derby matches, no away fans. Was that quite a weird sensation, scoring and then just not really having any sort of cheer going up apart from the dugout?
Yes, it's a bit like COVID times. It was a bit strange, but look, it's obviously the first time for me that's happening, so it was a bit of an experience. But look, I'm looking forward to the next game now, and we'll see.
The man just spoke when you first came in about how excited he was to kind of work with you, not just during the games but on the training ground as well. How's that? Has that been a process that's helped you, that confidence as well, the things he's working on with you? Yeah,
100%. I think there's a lot of things that he does with me and the other attacking players in training that you can see that I've kind of brought into my game a bit. So he's helped me massively, and I think, like you said, when I first come in, there's things that we spoke about that he wants me to improve on, and that he thinks he can help me improve on. And I think week by week I am doing that, and I'll try and repay him as much as the faith he's put in me. So I think it's been a really good connection.
When you've got that confidence, you feel that there's a lot more to come as well when when you're making that progress that you want to keep that going, you feel it can keep rising as well?
Yeah, obviously I think being that confident player is huge, and I think for me especially when I was back at Norwich, I wasn't that confident. I wasn't getting minutes. It's a difficult place to be in when you're not doing so well. So I think to come here and to have everyone behind me, the staff, the fans, it's been great for me. So I'm loving it.
Does that kind of impact you as well? Every day, training. If you're going, you talk about Norwich, it's maybe not as good a feeling you get during the week as well. Does that help when you're here and you're confident, and you're feeling improving during daily as well?
Yeah, I think it's massive. I think regardless if it's scoring goals or improving bits during the game, it helps with everything. Just little things, the mood in training, for example. It's difficult for a player to go into training and not being at the highest standard. Things might not be going your way, but I think once you're confident, you brush things past you. Like I said, you could start one game, be on the bench the next, and it doesn't faze you. You just want to score as many goals and help the team as much as you can. So it's a really big part.
Does it genuinely get to the point with confidence that sometimes when it's low, you feel like you're going to miss every chance, and then when you're full of confidence, you feel like you're going to score every time you're in a good position?
I don't think you feel like you're going to miss every chance. I think with that, it's more the fact if you did miss a chance, you think the world's ending. You feel everyone's on your back, and you probably hear the bad things more than what you would do if you were confident. So it's a difficult place to be in, but look, there's always a way out, and thankfully for me, coming up here has been great for me.
Adam, you had no Celtic fans obviously at the game on Sunday, but on Saturday afternoon when you were leaving to go to the hotel, a few thousand supporters turned up at Celtic Park and put on quite a display. What did the players think about that, especially guys that are not long at the club?
Yeah, it was amazing. Every single person on that bus was amazed. I had the fright of my life when I was driving in. But no, it's hard to put into words, to be at a football club and to have that support and that fan base where they love you, they genuinely love you. And as players, that makes you want to do so much for the club and to win games and to win trophies. It's huge, and they're huge for us, and playing in front of them is amazing. So all the lads love them, yeah.
There's a huge audience on Sky for the game at the weekend. The Scottish Premier League is it's always talked down in England, but you've obviously Championship and Scottish Premiership experience. How would you compare the two leagues, and how do you think that we are put down too much by the English?
Yeah, and I was probably part of it myself before I've come here, probably a couple of years ago. I think there's just that concept in England where they think the Scottish League isn't good enough, and being totally honest, I probably got roped into that as well. And since coming here, it's totally different. It's such fast football. There's top players here, big teams. It's the same as being back down in England. It is a big league, and I was quite surprised myself when I did come up. But I try to tell everyone that tells me it's not a good league. It is a good league. There's really good standard of football up there, and there's top players playing in this league.
So if this Celtic side was put into the Championship in England, how do you think we'd do?
I think they'd do really good, and if I'm being honest, I think if Celtic were in the Premier League, then probably have a chance of staying in the Premier League. I think training and playing with these lads week in, week out, you can kind of tell the standards they have around the training ground is top. I've probably not been in a place before where I've seen so much professionalism in terms of lads doing recovery, their rehab, their pre-act before training. Everything's the top of the list. So I think they do a great job in England, whether that's in the Premier League or Championship, if I'm being honest.